First look at the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and guys, this is the first retail unit. As you can see, this is the made in India unit, so I'm pretty sure this is the first unit in India. And again guys, I'm not in my office, so just bear with me. So let's just open this up, and on the back it just gives us a brief idea about the Galaxy S8 Plus. It's having actually a 6.2-inch Super AMOLED screen, but the aspect ratio is a bit different, and it says that it has a 12-megapixel rear-facing camera, 8-megapixel front-facing camera with the IP68 certification, iris scanner it has, and earphones are bundled by 8 kg. So we'll have a look. So let's open this up, and again, as you can see, this is the Indian unit that will be sold officially in India. So this is what we are getting, and again, as you can see, let me just try to open up the seal and let's have a look at the same. In fact, I don't even know which variant of the processor is there in this Indian unit. I just managed to get this, and so we'll have a look at that. So this is the unit itself, and to be very frank guys, I thought the S8 Plus, because this one is having that 6.2-inch screen, would be massive and huge, but holding it in the hand, that's not the case. Though it's having a 6.2-inch screen, as you can see, it's pretty narrow. Let's just peel this plastic off from this. So in terms of looks, as you can see, it looks very nice, but again, the back is also glass on this, just like the Galaxy S7. Let's keep this to the side for now. Let's look what else do we get in the box. So we get the SIM ejector tool in this, and there'll be some paperwork, normal paperwork, quick start guide, and again, as you can see guys, this is the Indian unit, so we have it in Hindi also, and the SAR certification information. Let's see, and the SAR for head, it says is 0.255. so I won't get into this. And it looks like we're also getting an OTG adapter with this. So let me keep these things to the side. And yes, as you can see, we are getting a USB Type-C to micro USB adapter on this that is bundled. And we are also getting this adapter. This is if you have pen drives, you can stick in this and use it. So we are getting two adapters that Samsung has given. So that's nice. And I'm assuming this is a fast charger. And let me actually show you the power rating. Yes, it's a 9-volt, 1.67 amp. So this is the same one that even got with the S7. So it's the same rating. It's a fast charger that we are getting. And this, okay, so this is the USB Type-C cable that we are getting. Finally, Samsung has moved to the USB Type-C with this one. So that's what we are getting. And we are getting this bundled AKG earphones. And Samsung was quoting in the press release that these are almost $99 worth. So it will be interesting to see how they sound. The cable is braided, and we also have buttons here for plus or minus volume and a button to take or end call. So that is regarding that. So that was the boxing. Let me keep these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. So here is the device itself, and in this black color actually looks really nice, as you can see, and the front is actually just the screen. And we have those curves, but again, in holding, again, I have to stress, I thought it would be huge considering that it's a 6.2-inch screen. I don't have a lot of phones here because I'm not in my office. And as you can see, this is the OnePlus 3T Midnight Edition that I'm having. And let me just place them side by side. Though this S8 Plus is having that 6.2-inch screen, it is not very big in size. Yes, it's a slightly taller, but in terms of width, it's actually narrower than the OnePlus 3T. So in fact, holding it is actually fine, not that bad, I would say. And on the top, we have the SIM tray. Again, it's a dual SIM device that we are getting, and you can either use one SIM and one micro SD card. So hybrid kind of solution that we are getting with this one. And so that's what it is there on the top. Some plastic is applied here also. Let me just peel that off. And moving here, we have the power on off button. Again, in the black color, even this borders are black. So it sort of looks like jet black. And again, we also have this plastic here protecting it, so we can take it out. I'll take that out later. And on the bottom, we have the main speaker microphone, USB Type-C, and the 3.5mm headphone jack we are getting. And here, if you can see, this is a dedicated key for Bixby Assistant. By default, Samsung does not allow you to change that, but there are some third-party applications using that you can change. And we also have the volume rocker, and we also have the iris scanner here on the front. And let me actually try to power this on for the first time. And by the time it actually boots up, let me give you a configuration overview. The Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is powered by the Exynos 8895 processor, which is an Octa Core processor having a Mali G71 GPU. It has 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage. It has a 6.2-inch Super AMOLED screen. It has Gorilla Glass 5 protection. And moving to the camera, it has a 12-megapixel rear-facing camera with f1.7 lens and an 8-megapixel front-facing camera, again with the f1.7 lens. And moving to the battery, it has a 3500 milliampere battery. So I've just finished setting up this device, and as you can see, got some notifications also. So, and it also has Samsung Pay, but for that you have to enable the Samsung account. I didn't set it up. In fact, I haven't done anything. I've just connected to the, Wi-Fi for now. And this is the new TouchWiz that you are getting on this. And we also have that Bixby. And again, as I've told you, you can start this Bixby Assistant while just pressing this button. So we have a dedicated button for that Bixby feature. And to get to the apps, just like on the Pixel, you just swipe up to get to your apps like this. And yes, the home button, I was very curious. So home button gives you that sort of 3D touch feeling, and you can just press it from anywhere and it gives you that haptic feedback. So regarding this home button, it actually, when you press, it gives you haptic feedback. So though it's a virtual button now, but when you press this, you get feedback. Moving to the fingerprint scanner, they have now moved it here to the back. So definitely it's a little bit awkward to reach it here, and you might just smudge the camera when you try to reach that. You have to actually get used to that. But we also have the iris scanner and the face lock. Iris scanner is a lot more secure. But the face lock is actually a lot faster. I'll test all those things when I do my in-depth review. But let's now look at under the hood. So again, we have that all those quick toggles, but let's see how much storage do we get. Let's go to about the device and let's see the Android version that we are getting on this one. If we go to software info, as you can see, we are getting the Android version 7.0, and let's also look at the storage. How much do we actually get? So we have to go into the device manager, and this will take a couple of seconds. And the available storage that we are getting out of that 64 GB is 52.3 gigabytes. So that's regarding the storage. Again, you don't have to press this home button. Again, I'm just talking about the home button. A light touch is also fine, but if you press it hard, then it sort of gives you that haptic feedback. But if I just tap it also, it is working like a home button. But fingerprint scanner is not embedded in this one. Fingerprint scanner is on the back of this. And again, as it has that edge screen on the side, we have this edge panels like the S7 Edge. So if you want to enable that, you can enable it. I'm not a big fan of it, but again, as you can see, if you want that, those options are there. And you can also have your contacts. I haven't added any, so you can add your quick contacts over here and stuff. Again, you have to give permission, so you can do that, add your favorite contacts and stuff. So if you like those edge features, those are still there on this device. Again, regarding the size, this is the OnePlus 3T, 5.5 inches, and this is the Galaxy A5. So again, as you can see, though on paper it is having a 6.2-inch screen, but in reality, it is not very big when you hold the device. So that is one thing that was surprising, because to be very frank, I was a bit hesitant because I thought that 6.2-inch would be very big. So if you're confused about that, I would suggest go to a store and first check out the size. You'll be surprised. Now, before we continue, let's also check the fingerprint scanner. I have actually set it up, and let's just tap it. I am tapping it, and again, as you can see, it's unlocking. And definitely you have to stretch your finger a little bit for the fingerprint scanner, at least on this S8 Plus, as you can see. But the fingerprint scanner is actually very much more responsive than the Galaxy S7, and this also has that always on display option. like the Galaxy S7 and the S7 Plus. So let's try the fingerprint scanner again. And definitely you have to stretch your hands a little bit for that. Now let's quickly have a look at the camera. It's supposed to have a 12 megapixel camera just like the Galaxy S7, but I've heard that the sensor is slightly different on this one. I don't have a lot of stuff over here, so let's just take some pics here. And as you can see, the shutter speed is fine, and we have that tap to focus on this one also. So here are some quick sample shots that I took with the Galaxy S8 Plus. Again, I'll have to test the camera performance a lot more. So again, stay tuned for that. Regarding the battery life, it has a 3500 milliamp hour battery. It's just too early to comment about the battery life as of now. So I will definitely be testing this device. So guys, that's it for now for this unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus official Indian variant. So guys, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. I'll also be covering the Samsung Galaxy S8 very soon. So guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.